Is it worth the investment to be part of a co-authored book or anthology? Let's find out. I'm Chris O'Byrne, Director of Publishing for Strategic Advisor Board and Rogue Publishing Partners. I'm also the CEO of JetLaunch Publishing. Now, in my last videos, we've talked about using publishing as both a marketing and a sales strategy. We also talked about the importance of a lead gen book and an authority book. But there's one more type of book we haven't talked about, and that is a co-authored book or anthology. So, what am I talking about? A co-authored book is where there are several authors, and you usually pay to be able to write one of the chapters in that book. The big advantage for you is that you don't have to be the person organizing. You don't have to be the one who has to figure everything out and find the designer and the publisher and all those little different pieces. You don't have to organize anything. All you have to do is write a chapter. Usually it will be about something that you have experience in, or it's about you and your business. It's going to be something that can, help you as well. And you become part of this co-authored book where there could be 10 to sometimes I've seen as many as 30 different authors all coming together in one book. The book is usually organized by somebody who is, let's just say an influencer, somebody that you know who has reached out to their following, and they're the ones who are taking care of the organizing. They're bearing the brunt of all that work that has to go into it. But you get to leverage their authority and the authority of other people who are in the book, and all you have to do is write a chapter about the subject that you are an expert in. And so that's what a co-authored book is. Now, is it worth it? That depends. And it depends on what you want to get out of it. So there are a couple big reasons to do a co-authored book, and one of those is just the visibility, the exposure. You are, joining forces with an influencer who probably has a bigger sphere of influence than you. Not always, but usually that's the way it works. And so you're expanding your visibility and your exposure by leveraging them and what they're doing as well. The other big reason for doing that is the connections. One, you get a chance to, become a lot more intimate and develop a deeper relationship with that influencer. But not only with them, you are now developing relationships with all the other authors. Now, you can choose to ignore that, and I've seen that happen more often than not, where people, they pay money to be part of this co-authored book. They help promote it, and then they kind of just let it wither on the vine. They don't reach out to the other authors. They don't reach out to the main influencer, the main author. And there are some opportunities there that are probably worth way more than even just the exposure for your business or you or whatever it is that you do. Creating those relationships, I would say, is the biggest reason why you want to do a co-authored book. But again, you're also going to get that exposure. And the only two requirements you have are to write your chapter and then help promote when it comes time for the launch, because these co-authored books are almost always turned into bestsellers, which means you then become a best-selling author because you're one of those authors in this best-selling book. So you get to use that authority and that visibility as well. But again, really the big reason I'm going to say that you want to do this are those connections that you're going to make. So is it worth it? I think absolutely it's worth doing a co-authored book and being part of one any chance you get, and then remembering to leverage the relationships more than anything else. Yes, leverage the authority and the exposure, but really work on those relationships more than anything. So thank you for watching. I hope this helps you in your business. If you need any help applying these concepts or learning more, just click on the link in the description. Be glad to help you. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel so that you can get the valuable daily updates that come through.